Welcome to the 2025 Irish Challenge Hoops, presented by Team 8866 Innovation Robotics. Thank you for 8866 alumni for the idea. Two alliances of two teams each will compete by shooting balls into a bucket, pushing and placing balls into an and one, and finally going to the climb element called the bench at the end of the game. Robots start each match at their own starting line and are able to be preloaded with one ball each. For the next 2 minutes and 15 seconds, robots will be controlled in the tele-operated mode and try to score points by shooting balls 9 feet up into a hoop that's called the bucket, by pushing balls into a processor-like system on the floor called the and one, and in the last 20 seconds of the match, robots will have the ability to climb up onto an angled ramp that's called the bench to score endgame points. Each alliance will have their own ball collection zone on the opposite side of the field from their basket. An opposing alliance is not allowed to make contact with the robot in the robot's ball collection zone. Additionally, robots are not allowed to shoot balls unless they are in their designated scoring areas, which consist of the paint and the area around the and one. The area underneath the bucket is called the paint. A robot's bumpers must be completely contained within the paint to be allowed to shoot a ball. There is also a physical thing at the base of the bucket that is called the free throw line. This acts similarly to the subwoofer from the 2024 Crescendo Challenge. Teams are not allowed to go into the opposing alliance's paint area. Aside from pushing balls into the and one, robots are also allowed to shoot balls into the and one. Shooting a ball into the bucket is worth 6 points, while placing or pushing the ball into the and one is not worth any points. However, scoring into the and one system will allow the human player to make one of two decisions. Once 3 balls are scored into an alliance and one system, the human player is allowed to enact the bonus. The bonus makes every that ball scored into the bucket worth 12 points, and the duration of this bonus is for 15 seconds. Or, the human player can choose to take the balls that are scored to the and one system and try to throw them to make it into the bucket. These balls will be worth 3 points each, but once a ball is thrown, it will not be counted towards the amount needed for the bonus. For the endgame scoring, ending the match with any part of the robot within contact of the ramp while still entirely on the ground will count for 2 points. This is similar to a park. Ending the match with any of the robot's drivetrain wheels on the large face of the ramp will count for 6 points. This is when the robot will be slightly driven up. Finally, ending the match with the robot entirely supported by the platform, in other words, being flat on the face, will count for 14 points. There will be a 5-second judging period after the match play is over to be able to determine the points given for the robot's endgame performance. The alliance that has the most overall points wins the match.